Hi, Miss O'Loughlin. This is Pasquale. Losing my voice a little bit from some allergies I'm having this week, so I'm trying to speak as loud as I can. Um, Here is my client information database. Here's actually the database of the SQL, and here are some items that I've added to it. I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of this, and then I want to show you some other features that I added to it just for safety. So I've got some in here already. I'm going to add another one just so you can see. We'll do oops. And then when I click submit, it will jump in down here at the bottom, and there it is. My edit function is working. I've got a typo here in my friend's last name, so I will fix that and hit update, and you're going to see the information has changed here. Here's the message, which I was planning to add a little bit of CSS to make it more visual, but the message is there, and then if you should refresh the page, that message goes away, and Rick's name updates inside the database here in the SQL. Delete function, again, that also works. I can, Mr. Steele came in here, I can delete that out, and you get the message here that the client has been deleted. I added that because I just felt like it was in line with everything else we were doing this week. Update the SQL, and that's gone too. Now, I also wanted to think about worst case scenarios. I know that sometimes people, when you click edit here, the URL populates the ID up here, but what happens if a user goes up here and they take out the ID? It redirects back to the main page and says an error occurred, the ID is missing. Now if the user should go in and remove the entire item like this, it comes and redirects back to this page and it says an error occurred, ID is not given. And then finally I did one where if somebody comes in here and they make something up and they add something random, an error occurred, the ID does not exist in the database. The way that I did this in my code is through error messages that I set up in here. I basically set if statements, so starting up here at the top, if the user removes the entire ID parameter, which is what I was just showing you, redirect back to the main page. So it's saying if the array key does not exist, then redirect back to the main page and give a feedback message, error occurred, ID not given. This one does the same exact thing. This is when the user just removes the ID number and leaves in the question mark ID equals, and they get ID is missing. And then this one down here on line 29 is where if they make up an ID and type it up there in the URL, it verifies that against the IDs listed in the database, and if that ID is not one of those, then it says it does not exist. I put the same thing on my delete page here, just these two again for safety, even though they really wouldn't happen. But down here on line 25 is where you get the message, client has been deleted, or if something should go horribly wrong, a database error occurred while deleting the record. And that's it. This was actually, I'm really kind of glad I stuck this class out. I was worried the first week and I wasn't doing so well. And I feel like now I've got a really good handle on this. Some of these little tricks here I kind of looked up online and wanted to see if, I always think in terms of somebody going up here and messing with the URL, especially with some of the tracking links and stuff I use in my day job. So I just wanted to make something up for safety's sake and do a little bit extra this week. Thank you so much for everything, and hope you, well, I don't know if I'll have you for another class coming up here, but I really hope I do. Everything I do in this class, in the classes I've taken under your instruction, have been extremely thorough, and I've learned a lot. So that's it. Thanks, and have a